Game 2. We are on Gold Rush again. Second Gold Rush game. I think I foreshadowed that for no reason earlier. We have Tom Bombadil in blue on the bottom as the Turks. Everybody loves the Turks. And Hadrian in the top has the Britons in the red. So this is kind of a reverse role if Hadrian chooses to go for it. He can archer rush pretty effectively, and the Turks not going to have super good answer to that, especially if it's fast enough.
Not early, but that Imperial Age Turk is just going to be so strong with Janissaries, especially up against almost anything except for long-range archers.
Which, I mean, Turks late game, absolutely unstoppable in a lot of situations. Especially if you can, like, secure the gold on this map.
Yeah, I think it's going to make it very interesting because that Britons, too, you're going to outrange everything. So you're going to have to deal with that with either massive tanky units and let them take the early fire and hope that there's not enough micro to be able to handle it, or you're going to have to try and just cut it off before it even happens.
That is a pretty dynamic interaction there. The Britons, longbows, even archers are going to be able to outrange most of the Turks, like headlining units like the Janissaries and stuff.
I think, though, unless you can mass them, you are going to be dealing with massive damage from the Turks.
Yeah, you have to stay outside of the range or you just lose. That's far lumber camp. Yeah, I guess it's just a little bit of a long distance situation here for both.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. All right. I hate to see it.
Yeah, that's one of those situations too where it's almost worth walling off your wood line.
Yeah. No. Well. Okay. We saw like one attempt at quick walls so far in this. We'll see if we get any more. It didn't work out that time.
It didn't. But that was a respectful showing by the Alchemist in terms of that quick wall. Yeah. Because that's on a map like this, I think exactly what you have to do if you have an exposed wood line. You either have to go hide it somewhere or you have to wall it off.
Yeah. And this is definitely vulnerable for both players too. Okay, a couple more details here. Win rate versus each other. 53% favoring the Turks over the Britons. I guess that probably is folded into their 58% closed map win rate, which is very high compared to the other civs. That those like civ statistics, by the way, we don't have enough games played in this tournament. Those are pulled from the like 1100 and below elo, just like ladder stats. I feel like, I don't want to insult anybody here, but 1100 and below is probably pretty representative of at least the first round for a lot of players. So
yeah, I think that's the difficulty with us not playing ranked is we don't know what our elo looks like here because it doesn't really translate cross game. When you have a majority audience in a given elo, that elo is relative to other players. So you could be, 501 Age of Empires game and something else in a completely different game.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, RTS experience, like cross game does help somewhat as well though. Like coming up we have, I think, being played, well, I don't know. It'll probably be done by next week. We'll see. Aloysian entered the Age of Empires 4 tournament. Aloysian is a constant face at the grand final of these events, known as often as Major Spammer with the Goths and the Japanese. He does very well with the economy. And so I'm really interested to see how he's able to translate those skills across to Age 4. I know he comes from a lot more experience in Age 3 than 2 even, so it's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Can I say interesting any more times?
If memory serves, I think it was Aloysian and Arduous Vape, or perhaps a different pair, up against Nut and Silly Seth last year for best of 3, because I think they played a water map. and I might be remembering it incorrectly. I'll have to look back in the previous videos, but quite a fascinating game because Nut has a high APM, Aloysian has great mastery of the game, and then Seth has a up and coming knowledge of the game, and Arduous Ape has Arduous Rust. But he was, on top of it, so much so that that game was just back and forth, and it wasn't until the last couple sweeps of ships came in that you really knew who was winning.
Yeah, I'd love to hear when you find out like which game that was, because I don't really remember that, and it sounds very exciting. No water maps in this pool. I kind of just removed them from the voting options because, I
think the water maps are one of those things that happen, not one of those things that you would like to happen,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess with players like choosing the map, we could have left a couple in as options, but you can only push people that play the game once a year so far sometimes.
Well, and I think some of the maps do have water in the rear corners, which kind of accomplishes what people like to do with water anyways, which is build fishing ships.
As long as my fishing ships are safe.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Must protect them at all costs.
Yeah, notably Four Lakes, I think, is like the main one that's in the pool for that. Oh, huge walls getting dropped for Tom Bombadil here.
Good front wall for sure.
I mean, especially as the Turks, definitely the right move. You just want to stall as much as you can.
Side wall. Yeah, nice.
With the relic inside, beautiful.
Gotta do it.
what a play. Maybe he's gonna try to get a double here, buddy. Come on, I know you can do it. Actually, a wall across here is saving the whole corner. Wow.
Oh, it is. Yeah, there's one tree line across all the way.
Yeah. Huh.
That small trees mod actually introduced to me by Silly Seth. Absolutely great mod because the larger trees are nice, but
they look nice.
Yeah, they do really look nice. It just makes walling off so difficult.
Yeah, I've been split on them in the past. The small trees mods. I think that definitely for a tournament like this, competitive stuff, you definitely want it.
Yeah, the range mod, I don't think it's a mod, I think it's built in, but even that option toggled on really saves me a lot of hassle with castle units because you're never really sure what the range of that castle is, you just know that a trebuchet outranges it, so.
Yeah, I do actually have, here, hang on. We're interrupting the flow of the game. We're looking behind the curtain. Where is it? Settings? Show range circles for buildings. I had this off because I thought it was a little heavy-handed, but maybe it is actually kind of useful to have on. Yeah, that's not too bad. And I was kind of wondering earlier, too, on a couple of situations, so.
Yeah, and if people don't like it, we can always turn it off, but it's nice to be able to see, like, okay, where am I safe to farm? Where am I safe to put my castle? Because that castle range is much bigger than you expected.
There's a gap here, if you can believe it. His villagers just walked through it, so I think he knows.
Oh,
but
no.
This mill is janky as hell.
Yeah, what is that?
Blacksmith. Okay, that I think is walled.
All right.
I think this is like some of the steepest hill you can get in the game right here.
Mad respect though for not only testing it but also fixing it. I did have a scrim earlier with Cycrius where I did not fix it to my own detriment for sure.
Yeah, I definitely would not have caught that myself. Silly Seth remembers that game in ignominy. Water in the center and Aloysian just spammed. Some house walls here protecting this wood line. I'd like to see that. Safe wood for, well, maybe like one more tile here, but safe wood for red.
Nice.
Unless
back.
They go around. Yeah, this backstone right on the back of the map. Not bad.
Especially compared to Hadrian's. I don't think he has a backstone. He's got a back gold.
Back gold. That's pretty good. But stone on this side. Okay. And the second stone is just not even in the contention for Hadrian here. It's all the way out here in the middle of his field.
Can you turn on that fog of war real quick? See
Yeah.
what they
Let's
what
check
they've
this
seen.
fog of war. So I think we lost a, yeah, indeed, can confirm from the KD. Lost a scout to the TC there. And blue is just kind of doing a little bit of a loop. I think he sees pretty much everything relevant. Not actually, this archery range is in a very good spot. And that's what Hadrian is going for. A little bit of a slower push, but this archer rush, if there weren't so many palisade walls, could be very effective. Still could deny a lot of this wood. Maybe get a couple
Well,
of
and
picks.
it's at some point you have to be careful of palisade walls because you can just trap, your villagers in with the baddies, if you will. Forward town center, though, that's interesting.
Yeah, really staking a claim on this golden pit here.
Yeah, I'm kind of into that. Like, I prefer a castle, but it always feels so late when you have a castle. This forward town center should hopefully serve enough of that.
That's true. I would have hoped to see these archers come forward to try to get some aggression. Obviously, because then they would deny the town center, but it's all good. We'll see what happens.
Also,
with these
play though, because it is a fool me once, right? Now we have another archer rush, so I would argue that he's prepared. Not a lot of military though, so that's going to be a problem for sure. I don't think there's much military production buildings. There are none.
I see not even a barracks for blue. He's just full booming. I think he knows, again, exactly what his civ is good at and is trying to make it work.
I agree, because he's in castle and it's not even a question. He's going to go straight up to imp.
Yeah.
6 on gold, 3 on food though. Little shy on the villager count, especially compared to Hadrian.
Yeah, that's true. Hadrian pulling ahead a little bit on that. Is it TC idle time? A little bit, but I guess...
That's still pretty tight.
Yeah.
Nice building wall coming out. I think that's gapped though.
There is a gap here. There's a one tile. He could probably just palisade that in, or do another house.
Yeah.
I like the attention Hadrian's paying to this building wall. I don't know if it'll last too long in a straight up fight against the Turks here, but we'll see. And there's the castle for blue. He's taking the entire center with all this gold.
That's such good aggression.
Yeah.
Because with a town center there, you can just crank out all of the villagers that you need. Like, not even a question.
I think Tom Bombadil has scouted. This cavalry doesn't have any damage taken, so I don't know if he saw the archers. He doesn't know about the range, though. And these archers are up for a rude awakening if they ever decide to attack. I think maybe they're just defensive at this point. I don't know why he built them so early with no prompting, but...
Yeah, especially with losing your scout, I'm going to guess that it's probably defensive and then just scout with them, but...
Yeah, no vision for red right now.
Hadrian going up to castle. Archer armor being researched. Fletching already researched.
Okay, only wheelbarrow for blue. Pretty consistent with the fast Imperial that we're sort of seeing right now.
Really, wheelbarrow for blue for fast imp is pretty standard, because I don't usually get that until...
Well, I mean, I'm kind of talking about the lack of any other upgrades, really.
Oh, sure. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Because I'll almost always skip wheelbarrow until I'm starting to push 60 villagers, and always go for double bit axe, because that wood efficiency is just unmatched.
Yeah, you definitely need... I mean, either horsecollar or double bit axe, but, the double bit axe is the better one, so...
Yeah. There's the archers going into the center, though. They're going to find that castle real quick.
We're dropping two more archery ranges here, but I think he's maybe gonna have to pivot now. Crossbows coming through very quickly after hitting Castle Age.
Very quick. That must have been the first thing he was doing.
Yeah.
Barracks right after. Sure.
Okay. Do you know Turks infantry? What do you think?
Pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. I think they get champions. Let me verify. Yes, they get champions. Spearmen, though, no halberdiers or anything.
Hell, okay. And no elite skirm either.
Not even pikes.
Yeah. So you're going to have to deal with, if it gets to that point, the British range with something other than, the conventional counter.
Yeah, the difficulty being, I think that you really need knights or stronger, because champions are great for clearing trash, but archers and arbalists and especially longbowmen, they're just going to pick you off before you even get there.
Yeah. This is the last game of the night, by the way. I'm gonna throw that out there. If you have any little special bits you want to drop, now's the time. I don't know. Also, I wanted to mention we're over 7 hours now, so big night. Some houses along the back of the map. Just get those in. Make sure they don't go down anytime soon. And forward TC on the gold. I like that TC. Alright, so all Hadrian knows right now is there's a castle right outside. Building more crossbows. Suggest a poll. I like that. I'm doing it. We got 14 viewers, only one of which is Commander Root.
Nice.
Let me do a new poll here. Duration 10 minutes. All right. You guys get working away on that. Meantime, we got two siege workshops for Red. I assume we're gonna try the ram push on this castle. We'll see how it goes. Right now,
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
20 on wood, but not much in the bank. I guess the siege workshops are pretty expensive. And only 59 gold too, because these crossbowmen are just kind of taking all the gold for themselves.
Great building wall too. I think that's actually completely walled off. If you go up to that upper wood line, I think that upper wood line is patched.
This one up here.
No, right around the.
Oh, just like here.
No, right where you were.
This one. Oh, right where I was looking at already. Okay. Actually, yeah, with this tree still in existence, you can't get through there.
But go to the north of the map.
This side, definitely not. Oh,
yeah, there it is.
Okay, he's doing it there.
Solid
this
move.
town center is the only way through. There might be one gap here.
Good eye.
I think there is. Yeah, there's a one space. These hills are very tricky. And there's another space here, so it definitely needs to do a little bit more testing with that. But it looks like a building wall, so Tom Bombadil might not even try. 3 rams moving out. For a castle age castle... Okay, there's 4. That's probably enough. Tom Bombadil still has 3 military units. What are they? 2 knights? Oh, shoot. They made it back in the back.
Oof, they did make it back. Wow. Good sneak.
Wow. Okay,
I don't
these
see any
Arbalest.
kills.
Oh, they're dodging. They're ducking.
Yep. I think there are still crossbows. I think Arbalest is Imperial.
I think we got 1 eco kill there. Maybe. Okay, and he's out. Okay, now Tom...
Oh, that is the gap.
Hadrian knows now. There's a gap.
Oh.
Instant house. Instant house.
Not even a
they,
question.
they can run around this overchop wood too, but don't worry about it. That's great. Okay, these rams are going to be, I think, slowed
No.
down. How
Range
is
is too
the...
short.
Oh, the side of these knights is too short.
Oh, just outside it.
Yeah. Okay. I think he doesn't know about those.
Because-
Sees 1 siege workshop. Oh my.
Oh, back in it. Back in it.
We gotta punch this in again. Look at this dude.
Oh, just murking him. It's not good.
Give it to me, game. Let me click it.
There we go.
Oh.
And he dragged a bear. Nice, nice.
Oh. Okay. Eco KD now. 4 for blue. And the Rams are moving in. So he's going to pull villagers on this. That's the good move.
Yep. Especially
But-
because there are no infantry yet, and I think there's just one Janissary out. Yep, just one.
One Janissary. There he is. Do they have cool hats in this game? Maybe if you
He's
upgrade them.
Probably cool hats, yeah.
Getting a
That-
lot of eco kills here. Even if the Rams die, this might still be worth. That said, having to step inside the range of that castle is costing a lot right now.
Mhm.
And he's backing off with the Rams.
Oof. Oh, repositioning. I see.
Okay.
Switching
Targeting.
barracks.
Interesting.
Okay.
These Arbalists are all gonna die. What's the follow up here? I don't see any production yet. We got 9 Janissaries in the queue for blue.
Yeah.
Argus. I don't know if I can pick sides like that, but I agree. Okay, the repair is coming out on this castle. Plenty of stone in the bank, but I don't know if it's enough with only 4 vills on there. These
Yeah.
Rams not dying quickly to the Janissaries either.
And I think they're Pierce, right? So you're probably running into the same problem that you'd run into with archers, just with a higher damage threshold.
Yeah, it might stall out enough with these villagers repairing to allow the Janissaries to kill it though.
And he does have the wood for it.
2 more Rams need to move in now, ideally. But I don't know if Hadrian knows about the. Okay, he's just gonna let him repair it for now. I mean, it's still a drain of stone, I guess. Right side,
Yeah.
and some knights for blue. Good move. Just like we were
Hadrian
talking about.
stacking his resources. I think he's probably trying to get to Imperial.
Okay.
He just has a lot of gold, though.
Yeah, the castle is smart for the longbows, I think. Imperial, I don't really know that it gets you much as the Britons in this situation.
I think it gets you the Arbalesters, but I agree that's not enough to deal with castles or.
Actually, I think he's dropping this castle in order to, and selling. He's trying to get Trebs right now. That's my guess. That's my guess.
Sure. Seeing as how the Rams didn't work out, I believe it.
But still with more Rams, so I could be wrong here. It could be a longbow, could be a defensive. This, I mean, I love the building wall, but
Yeah, now
we're
have
gonna need more attention here, I think. Okay, a little bit of a military mass starting to build for Tom Bombadil. Interesting, he kind of just let his enemy show his hand first.
Also interesting that he's not patrolling with knights or looking into vision. I'm assuming that he's thinking that's probably just all walled off.
Yeah, very likely right now. We haven't looked at Tom's eco in ages, by the way. It's getting late. 3 town centers. How many times can I make that excuse? 3 town centers. Gonna need some more lumber camps if we want to really get those efficiency bonuses or whatever. They're not bonuses, but you know.
Great distribution though in terms of villagers on resources. Like he seems to be stacked exactly where he needs to be. Maybe a little high on gold, but can you ever really be high on gold when you're dealing with these
Good
guys?
Turks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're
We've
gonna spend
seen-
it. You know you.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's already spent. It's just waiting to leave the bank. We've seen how effective these mangonels can be against rams. Okay, he's just going to target the Arbalest. Good move.
Boy. Yep. Especially on that hill with the +1 for shooting downhill.
True. Man, hills. So
Hill.
easy to forget. All the rams go down now. I think Hadrian sells, maybe just waits to go imp now, and that's probably what he's going to do.
Got longbows out too. I think there's 6 longbowmen and 7 crossbowmen.
Okay.
So they're not going to fare well against that.
Probably feels like he doesn't really have anywhere he can back up to now. This choke point actually serves red pretty well because the knights can attack 2 units at a time. So, gonna be able to hold that off for now. And there's wait. Oh, he spent all gold on Yeoman. Tell me more about Yeoman. Research?
Should be
Let me see.
+1 range, +1 damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Archers +1 range, towers +2 attack.
Towers +2 attack. Gotcha.
I mean,
Oh
like-
my! Look at that forward move.
Okay, that is bold.
Oh That is bold, and that is 4 stables. That is what I like
Work
to see
too.
in production. Oh, there goes the
Oh,
archers. Yes.
Goodbye, archers.
Bye.
Now we do have Mangonel and Mangonel here with 3, but they are all bunched. We might see another multi-kill.
Oof.
Okay, 1 goes down. 1 for
Yep,
1.
1 for 2.
And, okay, that's a good trade for red.
Oh, he got the move.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice dodge. And that's going to be no more Mangonels in the game.
Wow, that was pretty. I like that. That was a good bit of.
Yeah.
Oh, that castle's going to take care of those Janissaries, though. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm curious about this.
The use of the stances actually really good on Tom Bombadil's side. So he moved. He was doing the staggered stance, but the 2 groups as opposed to the every.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's probably indicative of some control group usage, right?
I don't think so. Control groups would be groups of units. You
Yeah.
can just click on a unit group and then.
That's true. You can just formation with double
Yeah.
click. Okay, all 4 stables go up, but we're a little short on Janissaries. We got 3 knights raiding into this vulnerable spot. Hadrian has identified maybe a little late now that it's vulnerable,
that's-
dropping those walls, dropping that castle.
Look at Bombadil's eco's just off the chain now. 117.
Oh, man. He's been completely untouched. I would love to have seen some scouts or something just running around here, but it's hard to manage all of that sometimes.
And he's going up to Imperial right now. I think that's what he just bought.
Hadrian is already in.
Oh my gosh, he is.
Instant trebuchet click.
Yep.
No other units on the field. Okay, there's a few. There's a few crossbows. Fair enough. And yeah, Tom Bombadil about to reach there. I
With
like seeing. Yeah.
1 knights in queue. Oh my word.
Wait. Oh my. What? Okay, so
I
he's
was
just been
wondering where all this
stacking all these resources, just waiting for these stables to go up.
Just waiting.
Oh
Tell you what,
no.
he gets imp and that first click is Cavalier, I will not be surprised.
All right, our poll is over, and we've had 3 responses. 100% yes. Silly
Oh.
Seth said no in the chat. Get lost. You should have voted, my guy. Looks like we're gonna have some water maps at least available to be voted into the pool next year.
Yep, which is a good way to go, I think.
Yeah. Some Rams for blue. Feels a little bit irrelevant at this stage, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, and also when you're dealing with archers and longbowmen, I don't think they're ever going to be completely irrelevant. One
They
of the
do
strat-
soak up damage, yeah.
yeah, for microing stuff is battle elephants for soaking, or if you can't get battle elephants, switch to rams.
The Trebs,
Oh, that breakthrough though, he's just going to destroy the market.
just hitting it with the swords.
Uh-huh.
And, down it goes.
Now, no Cavalier upgrade yet, but who cares when you got 21 more knights on the way?
Definitely enough resources for it. Blue with 119 to 68, so
Yeah,
another
second
basically doubling up the eco.
Yep. 120 Vils. Wow.
It's nuts.
That is
Yes.
nuts. He's splitting off. Red's trying to go to the other town center up north.
Okay, still no. Okay, there's the first trebuchet for blue.
Yep. And the
4
trebuchet
rings.
produced at that north castle is actually not being used, I don't think. Or got destroyed.
They're knocking down these stables, which okay. Oh, auto attacking some knights as well,
Yep. Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
and it's been so long. I can't believe I don't remember the name of this tech that makes them into fireballs.
That's a... Boy, is that a chemistry one? I don't remember what the
It's
tech
like
is.
chemistry part 2 or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah.
But either way, blue has it. Red doesn't have Warwolf. It looks like these aren't exploding. Maybe it looks pretty explosive. I didn't see it come up though on the right.
I do like the villager repairing it. That's honorable, I think.
Yep, and he calls it there once the Rams get to the TC. Okay.
Interesting, because with the split on the north and south town center, I think you have the option to keep things up. Like, it's going to be difficult to recreate production, yes, but you have the 4 stables there. You have the other town center on stone. You're not that far off from being able to rebuild something quick enough to deal with it. Maybe it's just if you don't have enough researched in anything other than archers, it's not worth trying to come back from, especially when you're that short on gold.
Yeah, a couple of pretty early GGs from Hadrian. I don't know, maybe it's somewhere to be, but
I mean,
yeah,
also
I
though,
don't know.
like it was a matter of attrition. You can win a game coming from behind like that, but it doesn't make it fun.
That's true. Also, yeah, it would be a very annoying grind of like
Yep,
trying to build
exactly.
30 pocket ecos before he finds them.
Mhm.
Not a huge amount of military here. Blue just kind of Tom Bombadil making it work with. I guess what happened to all those? Did they all die to this castle? And I wasn't watching. All the
Cavaliers?
Cav. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they split off. I think some of them went north, and I think some of them went through.
There's only 4 left, so I'm interested. Interested enough to look at the timeline, perhaps.
Yes, indeed.
I paid for this feature. Capture Age devs deserve it.
Agreed. Great program, by the way. I can't believe that the free program has as many features as it does.
Yeah, and they're actually working with the with Relic to add basically Capture Age into Age 4 as a spectator.
That's
it's really cool. The Age of Empires like fan support from both sides is really something else.
Truly a passion project. Yeah,
I
it looks
guess
like it all
they
died to
just-
that castle.
Yeah, they all got peppered down. So
Yeah.
pretty good with the castle and the arbalist, but not enough. The crazy eco at the end
Yeah.
really just making the difference.
Also unfortunate because that Cav upgrade just happened as we were watching the end before the GG.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Cavalier. Incredible. He didn't
What a-
want to wait for it.
Yep.
What a game. Tom Bombadil really showing I think I underestimated this guy.